Hey everybody, Joie Calio, 7-horse, coming to you from lovely Seattle, Washington. In my basement studio, he said with a question mark. I want to show you my latest piece of gear that I'm super excited about, and I hate it when people say they're super excited on the internet because everybody does. But screw it, I am. This is my new pedal board by a very cool German company called Schmidt Array. This happens to be the Schmidt Array 450. And before I get going, I would like to say thank you to Schmidt Array and specifically to Martin Smith. Martin Smith totally helped me out. Great company. He's a great guy. He actually helped me out in some other ways I'll show you in a second. But the whole idea of getting a new pedal board and all this other stuff over here to the right of the pedal board I'll tell you about in a second was to clean up my act on stage. It was a mess. Okay, let's get going. So like I was saying, I needed to clean up my act on stage, and that's what this is all about. This is all about the live rig. It's not about studio. I got gambling money. That's not what I'm talking about here. This is what I need for the live happenings. So one of the things I did to clean everything up was to get rid of power cords over here. So everything needed to be passive or battery operated over here. But it's pretty streamlined. It all starts with, let's pretend there's a guitar plugged into that. It goes into either A or B. All my guitars go into A except for my Nationals go into B. This is the Lely 3-at-1. And what it does is I can switch between, I only use 2 of the 3, and I call them A and B. I switched between all my guitars and my National, and the cool thing on the National one, well, they both have it, but I don't need it on this one, is that it's got a master volume, and those Nationals, they want to go. So I got to calm them down, and this is actually a passive pedal, this switcher, but it does require power if you want the lights to go on, and I do. So, Martin over at Schmidt Array turned me on to this guy right here. Power box. It's by a company called Big Joe. And so that allows me not to have any, stupid cable over here. I just Velcroed that to that so that I can take that off when I'm packing up if I feel like it, or just leave it on. So from there, we go the out. This is all glow tape, by the way. Upgrade. And by the way, I got some new cabling because why not? Really, why not? By a company called Sinusoid. I just got these 2 just so this side will be all fresh and clean and neat. And the Sinusoid people are in Washington, so I feel good about that. Come on. My little switcher box goes to my volume pedal, and I'm a volume pedal guy, and I don't use it to swell. I just ride the volume. That's it. That's my I don't do the pinky thing, the Jeff Beck thing. My pinky's not happening. So I use this, and I'm kind of picky about my volume pedals. And by the way, this is passive, so again, no power into this thing. But this is by a company called Free the Tone. I just got this. I'm still pretty excited about it. This is the direct volume belt drive. Why belt? It's better than string, so they say. I'm inclined to agree. What is this? This is the DVL1 direct volume. So that goes to the in of the Schmidt Array, the mighty Schmidt Array. And let's take a look around that right now. This is the left side. Come on, man. That's sexy. It just is. Or not. And that out is going to run to my amps. And there's an S on the end of that. Yes. Then let's check out the back. There's the back. Very nice. And that's where the IEC goes in. That is a glow star. If you have a glow star, you're in good shape. That basically is where the power cord goes into. Okay, let's take out the top. Oh yeah, I'm still excited about those. And here we go. This is the removable top. Oh yeah. Just kind of set that over to the side. That's where you could stash stuff if this was the old days, but everything's legal now, so don't worry about that. And there we have it. Now let's go through the signal chain, shall we? Okay, so signal chain guitar flow goes right into there, and I'll show you how that all connects in a minute. First thing in my signal chain on the pedal board is the Peterson Strobo Stomp HD. A buddy of mine, Ryan, turned me onto it, said I was going to love it. He was right. Next, or second in the signal chain, Origin Effects Cali 76 compressor. It's a great compressor. That's all you need to know. Then from there, I have it routed all nice and neat down to my first gain stage. It's kind of an always-on pedal. I can turn up and down right there, obviously, but this is always on almost, except for when I need to be real quiet with my nationals, and then I turn it off. That's like one song, maybe two tops. The rest, it's just always on. So I kind of only had 7 loops in my switcher, which I'll tell you about in a second. And I figured out that I can just have this outside of the looper. It's just going to live right there. And since it's always on almost all the time, it's not going to be a real problem. Plus I can get to it right there. So that is wired into this guy right here. This is the Loop Master 7-channel looper. It's simple but effective, as they say in the business. So my first channel is going to be my second gain stage, up 1. Keep it simple, Calio. This guy right here. I love this thing. I love this company, Shins, out of, I think they say, well, I'm not even going to try to say it how they say it, but they don't say Shins. They have a cooler way. So it sounds better when they say it. This is the, as it says right there, clean boost. Killer. I love it. It works really well with this. It's just exactly what you think it is, but it just does it really, really well. So that's a good one. I want everything they make, but that's my problem. So that was the up 2. No, sorry, that was up 1. Second gain stage, but up 1. Up 2 is the third gain stage, and this is sort of the audition station right now. So I'm trying to figure out exactly what's going to live there and work the best through my big amps, because really I'm not going to know until I can get it down to LA and crank it up, because this is all about playing live. It's not my studio stuff, but it is. I will use it in the studio, but I've got all kinds of stuff for the studio that I won't be using live because it just doesn't sound right through my stuff live. That's just one of those things that you learn. So up 2 right now, third gain stage. I've got this. I just got a bunch of stuff. I just got this Fob Star Royal preamp. Cool. Very simple. I really like it. I've only played it a little bit, but so far I really like it. It has kind of a hi-fi sound, so it's a little bit different than these guys over here, which could be perfect. So there you have that. By the way, that thing is like, if you want one, go get it now, because it'll be gone. I think I waited a year to get this, because he never has them. I lied. I said I had 3 gain stages. I actually have 4. But I have 3 clean gain stages and then 1 overdrive. And that is this guy right here. Might be kind of hard to see what it says there, but that's by a company called Thorpe FX, or Thorpe FX. This is the pedal known as Heavy Water. And if you know anything about Thorpe FX, he has this pedal that a lot of people liked called the Dane. It was a little bigger, took up a little bit more real estate. So this half of it is the Dane circuit. Very cool. I like it. Next is Slap. What is that? A request? A demand? A question? I don't know. Well, I do actually. I'm going to show you right now. And here's one of the cool things about this board. All right, this is known as the upper deck. And here's why. Ready? Oh, yeah, it's latched. And that's kind of tells the tale of what's going on here. So you can store some cool stuff underneath. It's got extra room, and by the way, you can kind of now see how that flows right there. goes in. And all this cabling, by the way, before we get into the slap, is solderless cable, because I don't know how to solder, and solderless is awesome. It has gotten a lot better, and this stuff is great. It's by a company called Three Monkeys, and I highly recommend it. Really cool stuff. I have the black is for the guitar signal, and the red is all the power. We'll talk about that in a second. But again, super cool guys. There's a little Aerosmith, or kind of not even a little, there's a big little, I said little again. There's an Aerosmith connection, big or little, you decide, to this company, Three Monkeys. And they really helped me out, by the way. So thank you, Three Monkeys, for helping me out. And this is where it really helped out, was with this project, because it just makes it so easy to route everything nice and clean and sexy and tidy. It's all goes underneath, and it's just easy. Super nice. I really like it. Okay, so slap. He said slap. Yes. So slap is right there. You know what I'm going to say? I just got this. That is a JHS, and I know it's upside down. Sorry. Milkman. Well, I guess I can kind of get you halfway there. Yes, it's the Milkman. It's sort of, not sort of, it is specifically made for slaps. So it's kind of, it's not going to give you a long repeat. It's going to give you a tight little repeat, which is what I wanted. Hence, slap. Okay, let's go back to this. This is my power brick. It is a digital power brick, which is cool. It's a little lighter. There's some other pluses to that. Just Google it. You'll figure it all out. But this is by a company called True Tone. This is the One Spot Pro CS12. I like it. Works really well. Gives you a lot of options. It just makes it easy. And it's got a lot of power, which is what you need out of a power brick, don't you? Back to the routing. This is the Boon. What's the Boon? Oh, wrong one. That was slap. That wasn't even slap. That's slap. Boon. There's the Boon. The Boon R by Donner Prince. That is a killer delay pedal. I mean, it's very cool. It's a Benson Echo Rec style. So different than the like Echoplex or Space Echo. It's a drum style Echo. Again, Google it. But I really like that pedal. I think David Gilmour is using these now. That's what I heard. It's all over the internet. Everything's all over the internet. Okay, so now let's go back. Gotta lower this down. And by the way, it kind of latches. You can kind of see that little post right there sticking out. Check this out. Oh, it's just, is it a Mercedes? What is it? Is it a Porsche? Handles well in the corners. It's just a great piece of gear. I love this thing. And I'm talking about the Schmidt Array. By the way, the handle. Come on, man. All right, back to the program. Delay. That is this guy right here, the Strymon L Capistan. Killer pedal. Strymon, great company. If you know anything about pedals, you probably know about Strymon. And then back here, the last of the switcher, T&R. What's T&R? Well, that takes me to this guy right here, the Flint by Strymon. One side tremolo, one side reverb. It's pretty versatile. Both these guys are, I mean, Strymon stuff is crazy. You don't need me to go into that. It's good. You know it, you love it. Okay, so from there, the last thing is out. So you can just barely see it right there. That's the line out of the looper, and it goes out right there. It comes out where it says out. It goes to the amps. By the way, this thing, all right, this is a high nerd alert. I had this custom piece made because it's 14 AWG. I wanted to match my 14 AWG snake. It's going to connect up over here. So I just barely got it in there too. But again, that's a nerd kind of thing. All right, that's pretty much the whole rigmarole. And what I'll do is I'll turn off the lights, let you see what it looks like in the dark, because it looks cool. Speaking of the dark, I forgot to show you this. They give you this, what is that? What is that thing? Is it a shaver? No, it's a light. It's cool. Just kind of clip it in there, and you're on stage, you can't find something, you turn on the light, you find it. All right, and then I put this little super secret piece of Velcro down there. So it's just gonna live there, where if I was gonna put drugs, I'd put them right there. But I don't do that. All right. I just had to give you one last little overview before I turn out the lights. All right. There it is, all turned on. As they say. And there's the Big Joe doing its thing with that little light right there. Oh, yeah. All right. And then this is the final thing. For the blind, that's me. Check the glow tape. Come on. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's it. My new board. In the dark. Schmidt Array 450. Thank you, Martin Smith. This is a super high-tech studio, by the way. All right, from Seattle, Joie Calio, 7-horse, out.